I grew up in a really rural area, right around the corner from the North River, and we had a lot of marshes and streams and woods, which was my playground growing up. And I really wanted to start capturing them at an early age. So my parents bought me a camera when I was, I think, 13 years old. Over the years, I just started gravitating more and more and more to landscape photography. But I really wanted to start capturing the places that I loved even as a kid. I always had a sense that someday they may be gone, and some of them actually are. I discovered a camera that what I thought mimicked human eyesight more so than other formats. It shows a broad sweep of the scene and encompasses a lot more than a standard square or rectangular format image does. The camera I use is 30 years old. It's somewhat temperamental, but I know what its temperaments are. And the beauty of the camera is it renders such a huge negative or positive image that has an incredible amount of detail packed into it. I can take a negative and make an image 10 feet wide with it. And the bigger the images go, the more detail comes out of them. It's almost as if you can walk into the image. Details come out, birds come out. It's a really incredible method for capturing a broad landscape in a realistic manner. The thing that I really like about this camera, and analog photography in general, is the amount of pre-planning it takes. My process really starts with scouting a location. I look for patterns in the environment. I have to determine when the best time to shoot it is, when the light is going to be right. Sometimes it takes a full year for the light and the tide to coincide exactly the way I want them to, and I have to wait a full year to go back and photograph it. Once I get there, I have to make all the decisions before I shoot the photograph. The camera's big, it's heavy, it has to be put on a tripod, it can't be handheld. And because it's completely manual, I have to draw on more than 40 years of experience in order to use this camera. Once I make an exposure, I'm effectively done at that point. There's actually zero post-production work involved in making one of my photographs. The final exposure is the end of the process for me. The film gets processed, and then the print gets made from the negative, and then the print goes on the wall. There's a lot more crafting and art form going into the making of the photograph, and I think leads to a better photograph. I enjoyed the challenge of it. I've been taking photographs for over 40 years now, and every time I use the camera, I find a subtle new way of seeing through it. And until they stop making film, I don't think I'll ever stop doing what I do now. I'm still learning.